Welcome to today's video, everybody. Today we're going to talk about another reversed fan from Lian Li. We have right here six of these. These are Unifan SL-Infinity reversed blade. And why 6? Why is it so important to have 6? It's not important, it's not mandatory. But if you're going with 011D Evo or 011D Evo XL and you're using 120mm fans, these fit the bill perfectly because you can place 3 on the side and 3 at the bottom part of the case. That's why. This is why we have the Unifan SL-Infinity 120 reverse blade. And we also have Unifan SL-120 V2 that also have a reverse blade, and I think you saw the video a couple of weeks ago, I think. But regardless of that, we have the Infinity ones as well, and today I'm actually going to mention the difference between the regular version, so the standard orientation of the blade, and the reversed ones, because, well, you asked me in the last video, and instead of sharing the specifications in each of the comments, I'm going to mention it right here, even though SL-120 V2 and the SL-Infinity have different specs, but we're going to compare them now just to give you more heads up about everything. So we have fan dimensions that are 120 times 122.1 times 25 in both scenarios. They both have fluid dynamic bearing and DC 12 volts for the fan, as well as DC 5 volts for the LED lights, from 0 to 2100 RPMs on both. But we have difference in airflow, static pressure and maximum noise level. So airflow for the standard version is 61.3 CFM, while the airflow for the reverse blade is 63.6 CFM. Then we go to static pressure, 2.66 millimeters H2O for the standard, and for the reversed is 2.02 millimeters H2O. And then we go to the maximum noise level, where the regular version is 29 and the reversed blade is 32 decibels. So what you get with these is, let's say, more aesthetically pleasing builds. If you really want to have the infinity mirror on the middle part of the fan, right on all positions inside your case, you're definitely going to go with the reverse blade. Static pressure and maximum noise level is a bit different, and it goes in the opposite direction when we're talking about that. But Lian Li, apart from the performance, design, quality, they're also looking at the visual aspect of your builds. So this is why we have the reversed blade as well, comparing it to the regular fans. Now, when we're talking about the design of the fan in general, we have standard, let's say these are standoffs that are being used to daisy chain to the other fan, and we have a connection on that side. On the other side, we have a female version of those connectors that are used for daisy chaining and basically interlocking fans next to each other. But when we're talking about the connection, we have the male version of the connector right here. Now on this side, it either connects to another fan or it connects to the cable that you can choose on which side the cable goes. This is good scenario when we're talking about custom loops, for instance with the fittings, so the cables don't interact with the fittings. And on this side, where we have these hinges that interlock with the other fan, you can remove them if this is your last fan, and in that scenario, if the fittings are in the way, you can easily just get a flat surface, and that's all there is to it. So we have infinity mirror on both sides, and we have the infinity mirror right here in the middle of the fan, but with the reverse blade. On the other side, we have a nice brushed, is it brushed aluminum or whatever, but it has a Lian Li logo right here. So this time we have it reversed, and it's ideal in those scenarios where you really want to have maximum lighting effects in your build, and that's all there is to it. So box content. What you get inside the box is one single Unifan SL-Infinity reverse blade. You get 4 screws and you get a cable connection, which you can use in only one scenario, but you don't have to worry. You can daisy chain 3 fans directly together and use the cable that is right here, connect the 3-pin 5 volts addressable RGB directly to your motherboard and 4-pin PWM directly to your motherboard again, and control everything through your motherboard. But for instance, if you have a case that already has Unifan SL-Infinity ones that came in a triple box, you get the L-Connect hub, you use that hub, use the cable from the hub and connect it to these ones that are reverse blade, and you can control them through the L-Connect without any problem. Now the L-Connect really does come in handy, but for instance in this part right here they're connected directly to the motherboard with PWM and addressable RGB because I can't control them right here right now and to show you all the effects. But when we take a closer look at the L-Connect tree, what you could do here is you can adjust the lights. It can be static, it can be RGB, you have loads of presets over there, but you can also interestingly adjust the speeds. So first of all, you can create a custom curve that depends on your CPU temperature or anything similar to that. Then you have a couple of presets which give you some silent, medium and performance mode to adjust the speed. So you can definitely go up to maximum 100, or you can go with something that if there is no load and the thermals are normal, the fans won't spin, and this is quite outstanding. But if you connect your L-Connect 3 hub, and if you already have it, you already know, but just to get back to that point, you have a SATA connection that you connect to your power supply. This gives power for the hub and for the fans, of course. Then you use the micro USB to USB 2.0 that you connect to your motherboard so that the hub is actually recognized in L-Connect 3. You have two additional cables. One is for PWM and one is for addressable RGB that you connect from the L-Connect hub directly to your motherboard. This gives you an option to choose from the L-Connect tree that you want to control the speeds and the RGB directly from the motherboard software. And finally, the only connections that are left are connecting the fans directly to the hub, and that's all up to how you're going to go depending on the location of the fans inside the case. So basically what we have here is quite nice addition to the standard lineup of the fans. You have a reverse blade if you really want to go with these infinity mirrors in every position of the case if you decide to do so. So I don't have to mention that you could go with Lenkel 3, you can go with O11D Evo, O11D Evo XL, or even V3000 Plus. But I think there you need more than 6 fans to make the perfect combination, right? It's quite easy, it's quite straightforward. I don't have to mention anything further than this. This wasn't a review, this was not even an overview, this was more like a heads up, they exist, check them out. So because of that, I'll place the link in the description so you can check out one single box of Unifan SL-Infinity 120 reverse blade, because they do come in a single box, and the regular ones can be acquired in a triple box with the L-Connect hub. So yeah, there's that. The link is in the description, and if you want to see more future content regarding Lian Li, in terms of there will be a nice build coming quite shortly, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and click the notification bell, and that'll be all for today. That's it. Thanks for watching, thanks for sticking by till the end. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.